Hello, you're well. This is a different one, which one I really don't want to do, but just doing a quick one. I went to my local food bank the other week. Now, I personally, at this moment in time, let's put it that way, I don't need to use a food bank, but I do support the local food bank, which for me is a Springbank Community Centre food bank. And they do food banks 3 days a week, where you can go in once a week and pick up a food parcel. Now, the only reason I'm showing these items are because I have two criteria. One is it all had to be vegan, which you can get plenty of non-vegan stuff, so I'm not dishing people who are not vegan. I'm just saying all the stuff here is vegan. And then I couldn't take any fresh or refrigerated items, which they've got plenty of, or bread, because they can't accept it back. And when I finish this video, this tomorrow, on Monday, we'll all be back at the food bank, so that's other people can have the benefits from. And I did pay for it, so it's just classed as a charitable donation then, isn't it? Like I said, I get my coffee there every day, and I pay the full going price of what it should be, not the £2.70 that they charge. I give them an extra £1 because that's what it would cost me at Costa or Starbucks, and their coffee is just as good. But that's not what this is about. It's a tragedy that people have to go to food banks, and those that do really need them. And so this is what I picked up at this one. I've got a tin of beans, which I regularly buy beans, don't I? So I see them in my food shops. Some gravy granules, and they're vegan. And these are Morrison One Savers. Dolmio vegetable roast sauce, which I checked out is £2 on its own from Morrison's. If you went to Morrison's and got that. And I know this isn't cheap. The minor figures every day, which is probably at least £1.80, possibly £2. I got some corn fins, gluten-free from Sainsbury's. I know they come in a multi-pack if you buy them, but, you know, just saying that they were part of it. Some Morrison's quinoa and rice, basmati. Then that's going to be 80p to £1, isn't it? Some pasta sauce, penne pasta, and that's gone up significantly over the last year. So I'm thinking that's going to be 80p to £1. Some plum tomatoes, probably about 50 to 60 pence now, where a year ago they were 30 pence. A vegetable chilli, I haven't got a clue, I'd say about £1, and some spaghetti. Now, I could have had a lot more than this, but like I said, I could have had some bread, I could have had some toiletries, sanitary stuff, which I didn't want to pick up because I don't need it and it's going back. They even occasionally have vegan milk, other milks apart from that, like soya milk, and they even have vegan cheeses, and they do meals as well for the freezer. And this is just something that I contribute to. And I just thought I'd do a quick video. So all that lot there would cost £4 from the food bank, but I would have got a lot more with it as well. Fruit, veg, bread. I could even, you could have meats and that with that. So it's just the only reason there isn't a lot there is because of my restrictions as being vegan and not being able to take it back. So it's worth going. So what I'm trying to say is, this is one of the two charities I give regularly to. Well, I do to a few, but I mean on a much more personal level. This one fast. And I think it's a great thing. People shouldn't need to go to a food bank. That's the trouble we've got. That's the tragedy we've got at the moment is they're getting more and more busy. They're even doing evenings as well. I was talking to one of the volunteers. Well, she was a volunteer for a long time, and now she's actually paid, which is great because it gives back to the community that way as well. And she was saying she opens up in the evenings as well, something like 5 to 6 at the local one. And a lot of the time they haven't got a lot on the shelves. So if you need a food bank, go to one. Don't be, I'm just saying, if I needed to use one, I'd use one. And if you don't, and you're more fortunate, even if you can make a donation to a food bank, that'd be awesome, because they're always running low on stock. They're always putting out on my local one on Face. They have a local, and if you need for either you need one or you want to donate to one, check out things like Facebook, because they quite often have a local food bank on there, and I'm a member of our community group. And it updates me, also lets me know when they're going to close early, so I can go and grab my coffee. Selfish needs and all the rest. But it kind of works both ways. I use my food bank they're making me a cake so that I can share with the volunteers at FARS on their open day. We have our own little things, as well. And I like to do my thank you for the great work you do all year round. So if you're listening to this, anyone from FARS, I've already ordered a Biscoff cake. So, Lotus Biscoff cake. So I'm looking forward to eating some of that with you guys next week when we're there. But that's not what it's about today. It's not about FARS, it's about the food bank. Please, if you need one, use one. It helps. If you can give, it really helps. And more importantly, you know, just out where you can, be kind. Thanks for watching. Please give it a like. I'm not going to ask anyone who's watching on the food bank to subscribe. That's not what it's about. It's just about being, but a like would be fantastic. Take care and stay safe. And thanks again for watching. Until the next one. Goodbye.